What's up guys, Dave from MTGDojo here, and I am going to be doing a sealed kind of thing where we open up 6 packs this time, and I'm going to build a deck with the cards that I get, so hopefully we get some good cards in here. And I'm going to knock this all out. If you saw my last video of sealed, I only opened up 5 packs, and I opened them up kind of intermittently because I was doing that during last semester's exams, timings, but I'm going to open all these up at once. So solid one thought train, we'll see what we get, and then I'll build something with these cards. And the great thing is that I'm going to just Friday Night Magic tonight, so I will be able to hopefully use some of these good cards in a deck. I don't know what I'm going to run tonight. I'm either going to run mono green because I just built one of those, or I might run Gruul. I have a decent Gruul deck. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to run tonight, but if I get some good stuff, it'll help me get a deck built to go tonight. So we'll see what we got. I'll go through all of these relatively, just kind of quickly. I'll split them up later. But if I notice anything off the top of my head, and I might miss some stuff. But a little bit of blue, good bestow there. I kind of like Nylea's Disciple for a little bit of life game, although I like her partner. I forgot the name of it, the one that gives you mana. Boulder Fall, expensive. Savage Surge is pretty awesome. Cerebus, if you can kind of beef it up. Time to Feed is decent. Don't care about that guy as much. Hippocamp, Flash is kind of nice. Horizon Scholar, here we go, uncommons, this is what matters. We got Horizon Scholar. I like Horizon Scholar. 6-drop flying. Flying is just amazing, and especially in sealed. And his scry ability is fantastic. I absolutely love his scry. We got an Anvil Rot Raptor, 2-1, flying first strike. And like I said, flying is really good. I haven't tried this strategy, but lots of people have said that this card is amazing to run in things like sealed where the pools are limited, because flying cards are just tough to deal with. If they don't have flying, they don't have removal, and that is my phone. Alright, pardon that interruption right there, but that was my mate for today, my driving mate. We're going down there to play. I probably just showed you the rare there. Let's see, Thassa's Emissary, where were we? Oh, another good blue card. I like Thassa's Emissary. What do we have? We've got Horizon Scholar, Thassa's Emissary, a couple other good blue cards, and then Celestial Archon. This is a pretty decent card. A little bit of white, bestow, nothing. Oh, right there. So that's our first rare, Celestial Archon. Not a bad card to get. Like I said, lots of flying, lots of first strike. I like Thassa's Emissary a lot for that card draw, and that Anvil Raptor, a little bit of scry. So, you know, if I get a couple of Voyages End, I would have to say blue is looking really strong at this point. So we'll put that aside, and we'll see what we keep opening. But blue is looking strong, and the Archon's not bad. I wouldn't mind doing a little blue-white. It's a possibility, but that's the first pack. And we have 5 more to go. So we'll see what we get. Viper's Kiss, Lightning Strike. There's some decent red removal. I like that. Don't care about those guys. Divine Verdict is a decent way to protect your card. Sedge Scorpion, I love that card. Just a 1-drop Death Touch is great to kind of slow down your opponent. Minotaur. What does this guy do? First Strike, bestow ability. Another Breaching Hippocamp. When it is a battlefield, untap another target creature you control. I guess this can be good. I could see doing that later in the game to stop somebody with a flash and then being able to untap and block at that point. Trample, expensive, kind of expensive. Another Wanderer. And this guy, this is the one that I like, I was talking about. We already pulled a Nylea's Disciple. We pulled a Nylea's Disciple. Sorry about that glare there. Got a Nylea's Disciple, and here we have the Karametra's Acolyte. I might be saying that wrong, but I like this one a lot because of the ability to get more mana. I love mana. Mana is great, so I don't know that we're going green, but if we do, that is a card that I will want in there because I just like it. I like it. Oh, Combined Assault, another good card for kind of beefing up or in a heroic deck. We'll see. Red has got some decent removal and kind of trickery things. Shipwreck Singer, a decent card. Alright, here's our mythic rare, an Ashen Rider. A little bit of black-white, flying. When Ashen Rider enters the battlefield or dies, exile target permanent. That is pretty BA, but it costs 8 mana. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. We'll see. So that's that rare we got. So still liking blue. We'll see. Blue's still looking good. I mean, white's not bad. That guy is pretty awesome looking, but I just don't see him being really relevant in sealed. I mean, that turn 8 is when you could play him. And unless you get some cards that let you get mana out quicker, or you survive until turn 8 plus, granted if you get a mana drop every time, it just doesn't seem like he's going to be useful. So, yeah. Alright, Stymied Hopes. Haven't seen this one. Just a common. Counter Spell, and this is control to play something. And Scry. That's a decent counter one, but usually they have 1 mana. Courier, Lash of the Whip. That's expensive removal, but doable. Another Minotaur. Not bad. And it has haste. I like that Minotaur. It's a good Minotaur if I end up going red. Another Stitch Scorpion. Green has got some good low ballers. If we get some higher ones, that would be awesome. Another Minotaur. That's a couple of Minotaurs there. Keep my eye on that. An Unknown Shores Land. 1 to your mana pool of any color. Or just, no, non-color. 1 to your mana pool. And then you can pay 1 and add any color tier. So I had the possibility to get some mana fixing. And Aqueous Form. I love Aqueous Form. Just because of hitting somebody with that unblockable and that scry ability. So blue is looking better and better. I just need some Voyages in there, and that would be awesome. Another Wanderer, that's the 3rd one. Ooh, Wingsteed Rider. Love Wingsteed Rider. This is a great card, and I don't have that many cards that attach to it, although we did just pull Aqueous Form, but Wingsteed Rider, amazing card, and another flyer for our potential blue-white flying shenanigans. Burnished Heart, not interested in that. And a Crow and Hoplite. Don't think I'm going white-red yet, but we'll see. That's there. And a Combined Assault. It looks like, a Crow and Horse. I don't want that. So that's our rare. Another Coordinated Assault. That's decent. And, yeah. A Crow and Horse. Not crazy about that. Let's see what's in pack number 4. We got 3 packs open, 3 packs to go. Nothing crazy good in the rare column yet. I don't know. We still got 3 rares that we can get. Oh, hey, what's up? I had a foil back there, so I saw I had a foil. And we have the Elspeth's token, which is cool. I actually got a foil Elspeth, which I opened here on this channel and didn't realize that it was an $80 card at the time because I opened it before it was released. I got it in pre-release for my winnings because I did really good. And I opened up an $80 foil Elspeth and had no clue it was worth anything until the next time I went in to play at Friday Night Magic and people went bonkers. And I ended up trading it for like 2 Planeswalkers and a whole bunch of foil rares. It was awesome. So Nylea's Disciple, yeah, don't care as much about her. Like I said, I want the other one. Opaline Unicorn, good for some mana fixing if I need it. Heroic, hello. I like heroic cards. So Heroic Green. Hopeful Eidolon, decent white. Plus it has that bestow ability for 4, which is one of the cheaper bestows. Makes it doable if I want to do a little bit of heroic, and that'll help with the I think, what, Wingsteed Rider? That's what I got. That'll help with that. Fate Foretold. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. When enchanted creature dies, draw a card. So that's another thing that I could use to get that heroic to pop off. Portent of Betrayer. Yule is awesome. Aslid, pretty good. Defender of the Hearth, alright. Don't really care about that guy as much. Ordeal of Thassa is great. This is a good card to pull. Oh man. White, blue, heroic is looking pretty strong at this point. Satyr Piper, Decorated Griffin, another flying card, 2/3. Expensive, but another flyer. And our rare is a Spear of Helioid. Creatures you control get +1/1, and you can tap 3 to destroy target creature that dealt damage to you this turn. So, you know, that is looking good, and our foil is just a foil return common centaur. That's a wasted foil. The guy's not worth anything. But we got one, whatever. So, not bad. White is looking good. I just want some Voyage's End. Voyage's End would be great right here. We need a little bit of removal. What did I pulled? Yeah, I could use some removal. Use some removal in this deck. So let's see what else we got. Pack number 5. Only one more to go after this, so we'll see. Guardian of Melis for 3 and a Defender 6. That's not a bad card if you need something to kind of set you aside. It can absorb 6 damage, you can get it out at turn 3, and it can kind of protect you for a couple turns, so not bad. A Shamara flying, and whenever you can't cast an instant or sorcery spell, scry. I like it. Voyage's End. There we go. We got one Voyage's End. I like that. Blue is looking really good now. Because that gives us just a little bit of ability to kind of do some semi-removal. Get the card back into their hand. Buy yourself a turn. Scry. All good. A Citizen Battle Priest. Heroic. When you cast a spell that targets this guy, it's gain 2 life. Alright. That's fine. I don't know. I don't go crazy over life gain. That's not how I really build anymore. But cool. Satyr Hedonist. If I end up going green-red, that's a good card. Satyr Rambler. Don't like him. Don't like him. Linon Snarecaster. I definitely said that wrong. That is a good card because it'll give me that ability to drop him later and deal a finishing blow. I kind of like him. Feral Invocation. Decent. Kind of beefy. I like that with heroic abilities once again. Another Fate Foretold. And Ordeal of Erebos. Great card to have. But I don't think that we are going black. And a Kragma Warcaller. Let's see. Where's our rare? Oh, another uncommon. Sealock Monster. Decent card to have. Relatively. I mean, it's kind of expensive for the price. The Monstrosity 3 only makes it, what, 5, 6, 7, and 8 monster. So there are a lot better monstrosities out there. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to have. And our rare is an Artisan of Forms, heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets the Artisan, you may have this guy become a copy of target creature and gain this ability. Alright. Interesting. So I can kind of steal one of their guys. Oh, and I got another foil pointless card. Look at that. A foil Last Breath and a foil Return Centaur. 2 commons. And, of course, golem tokens. Those things are always cool. So, I don't know much about Artisan of Forms, but it looks decent. I mean, 2-drop. And I do have cards that can target him. So maybe steal one of their big, beefy creatures that they might have on me. So this is our final pack. I'm still feeling good about kind of white-blue. But we'll see once I lay it all out, because sometimes I just change my mind and I totally get locked into a pattern. That's what I did with my last sealed. I was thinking one thing and then ended up going other. I think I was thinking I was going to do kind of Gruul, go green-red, and then I ended up going white-black heroic. Just completely changed my mind, because those cards, they just snuck in on me. So first up, red, Ill-Temper Cyclops, pretty decent card. Leafcon Dryad, alright. Chosen by Helioid. Also good. I'll take it. You know, not the best enchantment card, but it is good for the fact that I am trying to get cards that trigger off some of the few heroic cards I have. And, you know, I'd be happy with another heroic card. That's okay. Savage Surge is a cool card. Another Opaline Unicorn if I do try and splash. And there we go. That's what I wanted. Another card with a heroic ability. And this is a great one. Wingsteed Rider. I now have 2 of them. White is looking great. Blue is looking great. And, yeah, I was feeling good. Another good red card. A 3rd Breaching Hippocamp. I think it's the 3rd one I've got. Alright. And a Battle-Wise Hoplite. So, there we go. It's in our colors. White-blue if we go there. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets this guy, put a 1/1 counter on him and then scry. So, alright. Another heroic in our field. A Gainsay. Sideboard. Counter target blue spell. If I end up playing somebody with blue, I got that. And a Dauntless Onslaught. Awesome. For triggering heroic, and our rare, a Soldier of the Pantheon. Protection for multicolored, and when an opponent casts a multicolor spell, you gain a life. So, oh, hello, foil, rare, Colossus. Wow, that's 3 foils? I mean, pointless foils, 2 of them. And I don't think this guy is worth much anyways. I don't think that's good. 10/10 Defender, Indestructible. I mean, that's kind of cool, but he's only Defender. And for 10 mana, Monstrosity 10? As long as this dude has Monstrostable, it has trample and can attack as though it didn't have defender. That's cool, but I gotta go back to the same reason that I didn't like the Ashen Rider for sealed, and that they both cost 8 mana to get out there, and this guy takes 10 mana just to make him useful towards killing anybody. So, I don't know. Good at keeping yourself from getting destroyed, maybe. I think a Doomblade can still take him out, but alright, not bad. Soldier of Pantheon, though, decent. You're not going to see too many multicolored people on sealed because you just don't have that many multicolored cards. They might have a couple, but you're not going to see it too much. 1-drop 2/1 though is not bad. So good pulls. I'm going to go ahead and lay these out, and I'll be back. Alright guys, there we go. So as you can see, these are the cards that I chose to go with it. It's 23 cards, 17 lands I would go. I haven't figured out my split, but yeah, these are the cards I would run, and it'd be going for kind of a heroic victory. We got 2 Wingsteed Riders, which I absolutely love. Battle-Wise Hoplite is also heroic, and a lot of things that attach to it. I like that Voyaging End for kind of somewhat of removal. I like that Ordeal of Thassa, Aqueous Form quite a bit. We have a lot of cards that just attach to the thing, a lot of enchantment creatures that I could also attach to it, and a lot of flying with that Anvilrot Raptor in there as well. As you can see, I put the Guardian of Merlis in there, which is a 3-drop kind of 06 defender. because this deck is a little bit on the pricey side. I'm going to need some trump blockers. I'm going to need some guys to just kind of be there to block for me so that I can get to turn 5 to turn 6 in order for me to do some of these bestow creatures on there. I mean, I have some damage that I'll be able to do them and chip away with my flyers, but I'm going to need some defense. I'm going to need to get those flyers out there, start beefing them up. And then, of course, 5 and 6 I can bestow onto my heroic creatures, or I could just drop these big boys that I've got over here. I've got 4 guys that are turn 5, turn 6 drops, all of which are going to be extremely good. 3 are flyers. 1 is just that sea luck monster that, why not, put him in there. If it happens to be a really long game, which usually they're not, and I have him out there, he'll be a good kind of monstrous creature to take some damage. So that's just kind of what I went for. And if I feel like I'm kind of getting land screwed, I want to go up to 18, then I'll just drop the monster, the sea luck monster, and I'll have that extra land. So that's what I went for. This is what I would run in my sealed kind of deck. Like I said, Aqueous Form, Soldier of the Pantheon, Hopeful Add-on. I mean, even though I know that they're not going to have that much multicolored, might as well have a 1-drop, 2-1 to get out there, do some early damage perhaps if they're running behind, and just be there to be a chump blocker. That's really what a lot of these guys are for. The 2-drops, Ordeal of Thassa, Voyage's End, both cards, good. Artisan of Forms, I have her in here. I have not ran her because I just haven't pulled her yet, but she looks good, something that could be fun to just drop on someone, say, oh, you have a nice card? Now I have a nice card. Good cancellation there. Another Chosen by Heloid, that's just to get the heroic to pop off. Snarecaster, in case I need to do some damage, and a Battle Axe Hoplite. 3 drops, the Nimbius Naiad for that bestow ability, and a 3-drop flying 2/2 isn't bad either. I could always drop them. The Spear of Helioid is always a great card. Dauntless Onslaught, get that heroic to pop off for these 2 Winged Steed Riders, great things to have pulled. The Ass Lid for just the bestow ability or the chump blocking, and the Guardian of Melitris is its name, out there as a defender for me, just to buy me some time so I can get these big boys out. Thassa's Emissary, another great card, especially so that you can get that card drawing, because card draw is amazing. Divine Verdict to give me a little bit of protection. A little bit of protection if I need it. It is expensive, but I will have some protection for removal. And then the Anvil Upraptor as another flyer. And then my big boys, if I even get to this point. Sea Luck Monster, which can always be removed for another land because I'm not attached to him. The Shamara, which I like because, once again, I have a lot of instant and sorcery cards in this deck, so it'll give me plenty of scry, probably too much scry. I might scry and look at the same card a few times. The Celestial Archon, even if you just play him, that 4/4 flying is great, and if you happen to get 7 mana, which I probably won't do very often, most likely, I will just play him out there, because 5 mana, good enough. But you can bestow. It's another thing that can make it pop off. And the Horizon Scholar. A 6-drop, but I just love him. It's a great card. Enters the battlefield, gives you 2 scry, and it's a 4/4 flyer. So, the deck full of flyers, this is what I would run, and I don't know the split I would do. Probably pretty even. It looks like a fairly even split per se, maybe an extra white than blue of cards, because if I had 17, then what's that? Split into 2, and 8 and 9 and 8? Yeah, 9 white, 8 blue, or something like that. So that's what I would run if I got this in a sealed. Not too bad. I mean, I got some good cards that I pulled relatively, nothing too crazy, but just stuff I couldn't run because they were too expensive. And while I looked through it, I had some decent green smalls, and I had some great removal in red, but nothing powerful, nothing like the combination of just flying in here. So this is what I would run, and if you would do it differently, awesome. Tell me how you would have built this deck differently in the comments down below. I love hearing about that. If you enjoyed this sealed deck tech, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel where I upload Magic the Gathering stuff and open up packs and do sealed things like this and show you guys tournament decks that I run. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you all laters.